I doubt it, but I wonder if this is hurting him. I reckon I am doing better this time. Got to this point again. That sucked. I actually got him. Yes.
Hartman won't be a problem anymore, Langston. But investigations need someone to run it. Interested?
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No, thank you. Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington. But it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future. And we're in lockdown, there shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Maybe it was active before we went into lockdown? Are there agents on site?
Let me check. Agent Estevez is the field agent in charge of monitoring the site, so she should be there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes recently.
reason for the alarm. The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. I'll return. You have been warned.
Whoa. Whoa. That's a bit rough, chucking me straight into a enemy area. Or having enemies appear directly after I've had a cutscene after beating a boss. There is still stuff I want in here, so... Pretty sure I listened to this one, didn't I?
These are the notes of
Yep.
Dr. Emile.
Bright Falls 1976 supplement. On the day of the flooding, the rock band Old Gods of Asgard was rehearsing in a field outside the Anderson farm. The homestead of band members Odin and Thor Anderson. Both admitted to being in a heavy state of inebriation at the time, having spent days drinking their home-brewed moonshine while celebrating Deerfest. After the townspeople were evacuated from the flooded field, Sheriff Breaker was asked by Freya Anderson, daughter of Thor Anderson, to check on her father and uncle. Breaker drove to the Anderson farm and found the band members alive but in need of medical aid. Thor Anderson had been struck by lightning, and Odin Anderson had cut out his own right eye. A possible ref to Norse deities, redacted and redacted, Thor and Odin. They claimed they had fought and valiantly defeated a dark army of scratching hag rising from Cauldron Lake. See AWE redacted of 1970. Related to the suspected redacted at Diver's Isle. While impossible to verify, these events are relevant to the recurring AWE at Bright Falls and the Cauldron Lake. Redacted. Odin and Thor Anderson have been listed as persons of interest.
This must be where they studied Hartman. Kinda looks like Dylan's cell. I wonder if they treated him as badly.
Kind of looks like his cell, doesn't it? But if Hartman was the size he was when I killed him, he wouldn't have even fitted in that. That is ridiculous. I've just beaten a boss in this area. It should be clear. Wake evidence. A photograph of Alan Wake captured by Alice Wake during an event in her home. Alice Wake, former wife of Alan Wake, see AWE 35 for details, has recently been visited at night by her ex-husband or entity resembling him. See file redacted for more. Being a professional photographer, Miss Wake positioned cameras with motion sensors around the corridor he appears in and managed to capture an image of Mr. Wake on film. Additional information. During an interview with Miss Wake, she mentioned that her favorite camera, redacted model, was lost in 2010 during AWE 35. No match has been found among the confiscated evidence from AWE 35. It has been filed as a potential altered item, and research staff stationed at Bright Falls are being contacted to check if they have any knowledge of such an item. Wake photograph. Whoa. Photograph of Alan Wake provided by Alice Wake, taken on redacted 2017. So that was supposed to be after he disappeared, I believe. There we go, there's that one down. Ouch. I just want to get the lore. Let me get the lore here. Bright Falls 1976. Summary? Wasn't that the one I had before? Or was that supplement before? An unconfirmed threshold manifestation occurred at Cauldron Lake, WA. The citizens of Bright Falls had gathered in the town's southwestern fields for the annual festival known as Deerfest. Eyewitnesses all claimed that the day had been sunny, confirmed by reviews of the area's weather reports. But then, with no warning, a sudden thunderstorm appeared in the direction of the Anderson farm, and a tornado rose from Cauldron Lake. The torrential rain that followed caused a flash flood. It was as if the day had turned to night, testimony from redacted. Frank Breaker, the sheriff of Bright Falls, formerly a bureau agent, see employee file redacted, managed to guide the crowd to safety as the festival grounds were destroyed by the flood. The festival was cancelled, ending one day early. Lack of official bureau presence on the scene makes this event difficult to report as a confirmed AWE, though the similarity to other known events in the Bright Falls area lend credence to the accounts of the townspeople. I reckon that's everything. There's a higher platform. Doesn't look like there's anything up here though. Ooh. There is something up here. There's no stairs or anything to get up here though. That's a bit rough that it's all the way over there and it still heals them. Night Springs Screenplay, page 4. The last one by the looks of it. The scientist turns from what used to be his director, now transformed into a stranger, an alien that only resembles the director in form. He drops his all-important clipboard as he stumbles towards the closing portal. But the horrible entity is already rushing through it in a flow of insanity and chaos. The scientist becomes caught in it and the entity devours him, screaming as it enters our world. The director lifts his pistol to his head. His hand is steady, sure in its finality. Director, or so I thought. Camera fades to black, a gunshot to hair is heard. Narrator voiceover. And so, our hunger for control, our obsession for domination and power, the hubris at play in this children's puppet show we're staring in can only lead to our fall from control. To submit to those who really hold the strings and control us in Night Springs. End of screenplay.
This is Director Faden. Send a ranger to my position.
Come on, really? I'm gonna go seize larger enemies.
Yes.
Why can't I take him over now? There we go, got them both. Come a little bit closer. Don't go further away. Not that thing. Oh. You're mine now. Did I just get another new one that I'd never seen before? Looks like it. Finally beat that fight. I'm pretty sure that's that whole DLC finished. I quite liked it. Other than the shine light on the plants. That one there looks like it's not even discovered yet. Anyway, it has reached the end of the 5.5 hours, so this is the end of the stream.